Please.
Next question, please.
Yeah. My name is Maung Kyaw. I belong to the BRAT. I'm a former student, the political prisoner of conscience. First of all, I would like to solidarity with my students in Yangon. Say I would like to make 2-3 slogans. Maybe you don't understand the Burmese language. Tabay, mau, ayerowong awyami, changda ayerowong awyami, siasuya chasombazi. Thank you very much for your patience. So about the education, you are talking. I'm very happy because I learned that you are talking about the refugee education. Actually, refugee education or the education in Myanmar has been paralyzed more than 50 years since 1962. Before, we have many educationists like former, late our U10 Secretary General of United Nations. I was in prison due to that, the student movement in 1974. However, I would like to say again, as to education, there were no education in Myanmar since 62. So, and refugee camp. I've been in the refugee life more than 35 years. I've been in the western side, I've been in the eastern side, even the Karen, the Manopola, anywhere. Even I visited most of the all refugee camps. Education there is some education, but this is very uncountable. This is like below standard. We can say that. We can see any student who enroll at the Chiang Mai University as a refugee student. We can see any student who enroll, the Assumption University known as ABEC. There are some, the students who belong to the children of the Army General or present USDP government. There are none of the students enroll in any university in Thailand or Myanmar or Bangladesh or any in Malaysia.
I'm sorry to have to cut you off here. Do you have a question?
This is my question is how the civil society try to get enrolled the refugee student the standard education in the out of Myanmar. Like Thailand or something. And how you are going to show your solidarity and support to change who are working for the change in the academic education in Myanmar. So many students are in prison, more than 200. So how you are going to, do something internationally to support this student, try to get their release. Thank you very much.
Thanks
For your
question.
Who would you like to ask to? Excuse me.
It means to get release, unconditional release of the student, recently arrested student who try to change to get the academic education in Myanmar. Recently, more than 200 students have been in prison. So, could you please try? Do you like to try to get the release of this student, unconditional release for this student, and give the pressure to the Burmese government?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for sharing your view.
Yes, if I understand the question well, it's also since the refugee, the status of refugee in Thailand is not officially recognized as the refugee. The refugee in Thailand are the temporary shelter. The camp's not officially called the refugee camp, so it is just the temporary shelter area. I think there's also other legal and formal issues there. Why we could not send our student officially to the university in Thailand or outside of the Burma. If we have to show off, I am the product of the refugee education system, and through the assistance of, through the support of the international organization, I managed to gain my bachelor education, college education outside of the country, outside of the refugee camps. So it is the matter of the capacity development, the capacity building, not only to heavily build the capacity of one side and then ignore the other. So this is what we call upon the international community to balance the assistance to both sides. The second question, in solidarity, in support of the student movement in the country, Korean National Union has released their statement that we condemned the arrest, the brutal crackdown on the students protesting in the country, and how we can actually do for their release. I think that is also in the political, the peace process, in the dialogue. Whenever the leader meet with the government delegate, that's being raised in the talk almost all the time, or always.
Any more questions?